Good morning, students. So today we are going to study a new chapter, that is gravitation. Okay, it's a physics topic, gravitation. So in this chapter we are going to study about the gravitational force and few of its law, universal law of gravitation, and we need to study the difference between the weight as well as mass and few extra concepts related to fluids. Okay, so these are the topics we are going to study in the chapter gravitation. So before that, we need to know what is gravitational force. So we need to study this concept of gravitational force with a short video clip. Just go through it and come back.
In our galaxy, planets revolve around the sun in orbits. We also know that the moon goes around the earth. Remember Sir Isaac Newton, who formulated the well-known laws of motion. It is often said that in 1665, he came up with the idea of gravity when an apple fell on his head. Here are a few examples of objects attracted towards the earth. Rain always falls towards the earth. We observe that as soon as football rises above the field, it falls back on earth. An apple detaching from the branch of a tree falls to the ground. Therefore, we can conclude that rain, football, and apples are attracted to the earth.
Yes, so hope it is clear, hope the gravitation concept is clear. So, but still I am going to tell you what is gravitational force. So any object is thrown up will come back with a certain speed, right? Now students, any object, now if I throw this chalk, it comes down. So why does that, why all such things happening? Because of the gravitational force. So gravitational force will be present under the ground, where it pulls all the object which is moving away from the ground. So if any object is moving away from the ground, then that object is pulled down by the gravitational force. Then the other type of force we are having in this chapter, that is centripetal force. So centripetal force means the body moving in a circular path. Okay, when object it moves in a circular path which leans towards the center of the circle. So just think, if we are riding in a curved path, if we are riding a bicycle in a curved path, by that time we will be leaned towards the center, right? So why those leaning takes place? That leaning takes place because of the force present on the center of that curved path. So that particular force is called as centripetal force. Where I am going to repeat it again. What is centripetal force? The body moving in a circular path. What it does? It leans towards the center. It just bends. Leans means bends. Bends towards the center of the circle. So such kind of force is known as centripetal force. We'll move on to very important law in this chapter, that is universal law of gravitation. This is confirm question, very important question students, confirm. Okay, so just go through it. Universal law of gravitation states that every object in the universe attracts every other object, right? No, every object. Okay, so our feet is attracting towards the ground, so that we can stand, we can sit, we can dance, we can walk, everything, right? So every object in the universe attracts every other object with a force proportional to the product of their masses. Here it means, see, can you see here two different objects? This is object A and this is object B. Okay, so the object A's mass is capital letter M. Okay, object B's mass is small letter m, and here A and B is separated by the distance d. Okay, this is a concept you need to know. That is, there are two different objects wherein these two objects are attracted towards each other by a force F, that is gravitational force F, and the mass of the object A is capital letter M, mass of the object B is a small letter m, and these two objects are separated by the distance d. Okay, now we are telling a universal law of gravitation states every object in the universe attracts each other with the force F. Clear? With the force F, which is proportional to what? Which is proportional to product of their masses. Product of their masses. What are the product of their masses? capital M into small letter m. Product means what? It is a multiplication. Okay, product of their masses and inversely proportional to squares of the distance between them. What is the distance between them? That is d. Square of the distance means d square. Okay, so F is equal to g, where g means it is a gravitational constant. What is g? G is a gravitational constant, and m into m is a product of their masses, means product of object, mass of object A, mass of object B. Mass of object A is capital M, mass of object B is small letter m. So m into m divided by, how come it is d square? Because it is a square of the distance between them. So distance is a d. Distance we are taking it as d, but our law say we have to square it. So d becomes d square. So this is a universal law of gravitation, and this is a statement, students. You have to write the statement, you have to draw this figure, and you have to write this expression. This will be for 2 marks, but even though it is for 2 marks, you have to write all these things. So next is importance of universal law of gravitation. There are 3 different importances, wherein the first one says the force that binds our feet to the earth. This is the first importance of universal law of gravitation. Because of universal law of gravitation only, there will be a force which is binding our feet to the earth. Okay, this is the first importance. And the second importance is the motion of moon around the earth. So motion of moon around the earth. The moon is moving around the earth. So that is because of the universal law of gravitation. And also third point say the motion of planets around the sun in the solar system. If we just view the picture of solar system, we can see all the planets, all 8 planets are revolving around the sun, right? So all those rotation, revolution takes place because of the universal law of gravitation. So these are the 3 different importances of universal law of gravitation. Next concept is free fall. Okay, free fall means object falls towards the earth under the force. Which force? Gravitational force. So that object which is falling from the higher position towards the ground because of gravitational force, then such objects are said to be in free fall. So they are falling with the help of a gravitational force. So such objects which are falling are known as free fall. Now these objects will come in certain acceleration towards the ground. If I throw the stone from the 2nd floor of a building towards the ground, then that whatever the stone I am throwing down, that will possess some acceleration. That acceleration is called as acceleration due to gravity. Okay, so acceleration due to gravity is represented as small letter g. Always remember, acceleration due to gravity is represented as small letter g, and there is a constant value for acceleration due to gravity, that is 9.8 meter per second square. Okay, acceleration due to gravity value is very important. It might be asked for fill in the blanks and all. Okay, g is equal to, wherein g means acceleration due to gravity, and its constant value is 9.8 meter per second square. So next let us study the difference between mass and weight. Okay, very important question, the difference between mass and weight. So mass means mass of an object remains the same either on the earth and also in the space. Wherever we go, either we are on the earth, either we are on the moon, either we are on some other planet if possible, then our mass remains same. There will be no change in the mass, and the SI unit of mass is gram. Okay, but compared to weight, here mass remains same everywhere in the whole universe, but here weight of an object varies due to the force attracted towards the earth. In all the locations, the force of attraction will not be similar. Okay, it will be keep on varying. So this weight also, it mainly depends on the attractive force, that is gravitational force, Earth's gravitational force. So as the Earth's gravitational force vary, here weight of an object also starts varying. So that is a concept of weight. Here SI unit of weight is termed as Newton, and here SI unit of mass is gram. So this is a common difference between mass as well as weight. Next we'll move on to thrust and pressure. Okay, so thrust, let us see what is thrust. So the force acting on an object which is perpendicular to the surface. If this is a surface and force is acting like this, Perpendicular means what, students? It has to make a 90 degree on both the sides. So if this is a plane surface and if the force is acting like this, then it is perpendicular. Okay, so such type of force we call it as thrust. Next is the pressure. So thrust acting on a unit area. If the thrust is acting at only in one particular area, then that is called as pressure, wherein there is a formula for the pressure. Pressure is equal to thrust divided by area. This is very important formula. Okay, what is thrust? Thrust is a force acting on an object which is perpendicular to the surface. That is called as thrust. And what is pressure? The thrust acting on a unit area, on one particular area, whatever the thrust is applied, that is called as pressure. So pressure is equal to thrust divided by area. Next concept is Archimedes principle. Okay, what is this Archimedes principle? Archimedes is a name of a scientist and he found out a principle regarding the fluids, force of a fluid, or you can call it as a fluid force, fluid exerting some force. Okay, so in this principle what he told is, when a body is immersed fully or partially in the liquid, either you have to dip any substance in a bucket. Take a bucket and bucket is filled of water and you are going to dip a stone. Okay, either fully or partially. You better dip it fully. So what happens? You experience an upward force. So an upward force is exerted by the fluid. Okay, so that upward force exerted by the fluid, that is equal to what? Amount of water displaced. So when you put a big stone in the bucket, what happens? If the water is full in the bucket, few of water will fall down, right? So that is nothing but amount of water displaced. Okay, so what happens when you put the stone? There will be some upward force that is going to lift the stone up from the ground bottom of the bucket towards the top layer of the bucket. That upward force is equal to the amount of water displaced from the bucket. That is called as Archimedes principle. Very important question, students. Archimedes principle states that when any object is immersed fully or partially in the liquid, then there experience one upward force inside the fluid. That upward force inside the fluid, which is equal to amount of water, it comes out, amount of water displaced from the bucket. That is called as Archimedes principle. Last concept is remained in the gravitation, that is relative density. Okay, so what do you mean by density? Density means it is a ratio of mass and volume, m by v. M means mass, v means volume. That is a density. What is density? Density is a ratio of mass and volume. Now what is this relative density? Relative density of a substance, it is a ratio of two densities. Which and all? Density of a substance as well as density of a water. Relative density means what? It is a ratio of density of a substance divided by density of a water. That is called as, such type of density we call it as relative density. Very important, students. What is relative density? Density, the ratio of density of substance divided by density of water is called as relative density. So here ends the topic relative density, and here ends the whole chapter gravitation. Okay, here in this chapter you will get important questions like universal law of gravitation is important, and importance of universal law of gravitation is also important. Relative density is important. Archimedes principle is very important. Okay, so all these are very important questions, as well as centripetal force. At the beginning I have done centripetal force. That is also these are some of the important questions, students. Okay, and here you will get 1 mark question, 2 marks question, and 4 marks questions also. Like they'll ask like sub question type. In sub question A they might ask you universal law, and sub question B they might ask you what is acceleration due to gravity and what is a constant value. Such questions might be asked. Okay, all these things might be asked. So study well this chapter carries lot of marks according to blueprint. Okay, so very important chapter. So here ends the chapter gravitation.